Hi guys, welcome to another week. Can you believe it? It's week number 9 that we're at home. Hopefully there's only going to be 10 of those and we're back after the Easter break. That's the plan, that's the hope. But this is week number 9 and lesson number 1. We didn't have a second lesson last week because of Shock to the Gael, and you had your quiz. I hope you enjoyed that. But we're going to continue on and keep tapping through, and we'll take a couple more boxes before we finish. This is going to be really short. Most of this you're going to be working by yourselves, and the work I'm going to give you in this lesson is work to be done during the hour today. So at the end, we're finished cell processes. We've done respiration and we've done photosynthesis. So what we would do in class, then I would give you out the exam questions and you would tap away at those, and then we go through the answers. So we're going to do the same in here. The only part we can't do is, of course, all the fun bits, which is actually growing some plants and looking at things like you see on the screen there, phototropism and the rate of photosynthesis in plants and all the kind of things you will be doing if we were in the lab, but we will do them when we get back. So what I want you to do today, so you remember where we were, we went through respiration, all the different parts of respiration, and we corrected these questions. It was the last thing we did. We corrected all the questions on respiration in our last lesson, possibly, or maybe it was the live one Thursday before, I can't remember. And then we went on and we looked at photosynthesis the last day, and I gave you these questions to do. Nice and short, fill in the blank. Nearly everyone has them uploaded to the homework section in your OneNote. Fair play, and I will correct those on Thursday. So Thursday will be mainly a correction day, so make sure you have those done. I think everyone does, but if you haven't, make sure you do get them done. So our plan then for today and for Thursday is as follows, right? So what I've done is I've gathered the photosynthesis and respiration questions from the Junior Cert exams over the past couple of years, and I've put them together down here. So what I want you to do during this lesson, during this hour, and if you get stuck at all, you can email me and ask me. But I'd imagine you'll be fine using the notes. You may have to look back at your first year notes on the heart. You may also have to look back at your first year notes on the food test, because some of these questions are slightly mixed, or you can look them up. You all have iPads. You can look them up to fill in the answers. What I want you to do, I want you to do these questions down below. And on Thursday, what we will do, we will spend about 20 minutes correcting the questions below here and correcting the photosynthesis questions from last week as well. The second part of our lesson on Thursday will be getting to grips and seeing where people are with regards to CBA, right? So it's dragging on a bit now. So what I should be getting now over the next week, so definitely before the Easter holidays, is your draft CBA. Some of you have shared it with me already, so I can see it as you're changing it. Some of you haven't yet. So I need your draft CBA. So everything from your title to your question to your hypothesis, to your health and safety, your equipment list, your controls and variables, your step-by-step method. So down as far as there, all you can do at home. I know some of you are growing plants and things like that, and you're tapping away and you're going to be looking into getting label diagrams and maybe some results done before you come back, which is great if you can. But a lot of you are going to need the equipment in the lab, so you need to make sure that you're getting down to that, to the step-by-step method, and get that written out so you know exactly what you're doing when you come back. What I would like by the end of next week is your draft write-up, so I can check them over the Easter holidays, and an equipment list so I can make sure that I have all the stuff that you need. There's no point coming into me the first day, say I need sodium thiosulfate, and I say, well, I haven't got any sodium thiosulfate. So make sure you let me know what equipment, chemicals you need, so I can make sure that they're in the lab and I can order any bits that I need to order, so that they're there for you when you come back. So that's Thursday. So Thursday we're correcting the photosynthesis questions, we're correcting the questions below, and we're going to do our CBA. Okay, so that's Thursday. So what you're doing when you finish watching this video, what are you doing? You're making sure your photosynthesis questions are in your homework folder. Then you're going to go down here, you're going to copy this diagram into the homework section of your OneNote and answer them there, or you're going to write the answers into your copy and you're going to take a picture of your answers or paste it into the homework section of your OneNote. So you've photosynthesis and respiration exam questions. So nearly all of it's in the notes. So this will be straight out of your notes. They asked the equation for photosynthesis. We spoke about this. We haven't done it yet, but they're just looking for the gases. What's the gas that's produced and what's the gas that's used? How would you mess around with the rate? Make it speed up or slow down? This is kind of a mishmash between plants and the food tests. Test for starch, you might remember it, but you can do the same test on a leaf that you probably did on a potato or a bit of pasta in first year. A bit about respiration, so what gas is being used and what gas is produced. A bit more about respiration. And you might remember this, name the chemical test you use to test for one of the products. So if you have to think, what are the products of respiration? And then how would I test for it? Again, this test, you haven't done it in relation to respiration, but you have done it in relation to breathing, possibly involved a chemical, a watery stuff that kind of went a funny colour when you blew bubbles into it. Think back to first year. Question 7 is about body temperature and the process in which we release energy from food. Question 8 is the word equation for respiration out of the notes. And one of the products of respiration, what's the test for that? And this you would have done it in your first year exam. It's actually a hard question, but it's related to respiration because one of the gases is required for respiration and the other one is released after respiration. So a couple of questions for you to do. Back to the top. So what you need to do is make sure your photosynthesis ones are there, do them ones, paste them in, and most importantly though, we're starting to run out of time, so they're kind of messing around with picking titles and working on hypotheses and stuff like that is kind of past us now. We really need to have an ironclad plan and all your headings done out. That should be shared with me at this stage, so that because the end of next week is the end of this online stuff, so we want to be sure that the first Tuesday back, Tuesday the 13th, I think it is, of April, that you come in, your stuff's on the desk, and off you go. We don't want anyone hemming and hawing and saying, what's a hypothesis, or what's a control, what's a variable? Ask those questions now. Send the stuff to me now. Let me have a look at it and send it back to you so everyone knows what they're doing. Okay? So if you're not sure about any of that, you can send me an email and ask. If not, then you have the rest of this class. It'll only take you about 20 minutes, even less probably, to get to check your photosynthesis questions and get these exam questions done on the 2 topics that we've covered in cell processes. And then when you're finished that, get on to the people in your group or get working by yourself. Get all those headings done for the CBA, share it with me, and then if you have any issues at all, questions, either email and ask them, or get them clear in your head and ask them on Thursday when we'll be chatting about CBA in the live lesson. Okay, right, have a great week everyone, and I will talk to you all at, was it 9:40 I think, isn't it? On whatever time the class is on Thursday. I can't even remember. Thursday at 10:40 even on Thursday. So I'll chat to you on at 10:40 on Thursday. Right, mind yourself, bye bye.